Good morning, my wicked people. In today's episode, we are paying some tribute to our friends in India because they are celebrating Mahatma Gandhi's birthday, and basically it's national holiday in India, so of course this has to be Indian themed shave. So I'll be using some Pearl Company shaving products, Sunrise Bliss shaving soap, and I will also be using their zebra synthetic brush. So I will start lathering. I had different ideas for today's shave, but one of my colleagues who called me yesterday from our Indian premises told me that he will be on long weekend, so I googled a little bit to see which holiday they are actually celebrating, and I thought, well, why not? Let's do some themed shave, some festive shave for this part, because the Pearl Company was the first company who actually approached me on my YouTube videos and sent me a couple of nice things. Among this shaving soap, brush, couple of razors, and they were really polite, really, I would say, professional oriented company, especially Miss Nabila, who is probably sales representative. So I will wet my face a little bit and let's start lathering. So this soap is of course vegetal based. There's no tallow in India, if you know what I mean. And I remember that a lot of you guys really complimented this shaving soap in terms of how nice and creamy the leather is showing off. And performance-wise, I was also very content with it. Because I couldn't really tell what is the base of the soap. Is it sort of artisan soap or some regular, like Palmyra or Palmolive kind of soaps, but its performance really spoke for itself. So I decided to recall a little bit. And as you can see, already pretty nice, maybe a little bit too thick right now, so another drop of water and we'll be good to go. So I don't know what are your feelings about India and the rest of the world, but for me, as Yugoslavian kid, I still remember that unaligned movement which came in the 50s, I believe, during the Cold War, when elephants of the politics were rambling on the world, and some emerging markets, some newly found states like Yugoslavia, India, Egypt, some other lesser known third world countries decided, well, we want something new. We are not really into East and West kind of games, so we will do something on our own. So, first, maybe you heard, I'm snapping the blade in half, which is always a half of the mystery being solved, because the razor of choice will be Pearl Slick. So, let's not forget how to use it. unscrew the bottom, place the half of the blade on the top. As you can see, I'm using this underhold, and I'm placing the top cap, holding lightly with my thumb. And when it's tightened, as you can see, really nice alignment. So let's start with the shave. I don't have too much time today, but with 2 days of beard growth, I simply cannot appear like this on work. I could easily be mistaken for some bump from the street. And let's just go nice and easy. The blade in this razor is actually laying very flat. It's basically horizontal. So any blade torquing is caused by the top cap. As you can see, it has this little bit of sloping profile, which helps you to get that attack angle correctly. And this was my first and only single blade safety razor. And to all surprise, it is actually performing wonderful. It is rinsing very well. As far as I've noticed, it is also very resilient to blade choice. I'm using now a fly deer, as said, which is not the sharpest blade, but in pearl slick I really don't sense any tugging or discomfort. So I could say that second pass wouldn't be needed at all, but since I do have a little bit of leather left, I will just clean the neck area a little bit. Yeah, maybe under the lip. But for everything else, really honestly, this is super clean. Super clean, like no need to touch up anything. So a really excellent shaver, and due to this head design, I found it to be a little bit more convenient when I'm shaving upwards, because it's targeting my skin surface a little bit better compared to north to south, where my handle is like pretty flat to the skin. So let's clean the left side. Yeah, beautifully clean. So, if you like the sensation of cartridge razors, I would say that Pearl Slick is matching this skin feel pretty accurately. Basically, very little blade feel. No need for some special buffing. And this is it. Here I have a few pimples, obviously, but luckily no cuts, so I will put it on the stand to dry out. I will rinse the soap lightly, and yeah, it is super nice, super slick. I guess this coconut butter formula is actually very skin nourishing. So my face is currently not feeling dry or tight. It's just working nicely. And of course, as non-aligned movement, something from Yugoslavia to complement our Indian friends. Splash of Brion. Without some particular burning. And yeah, just like that, 13 minutes, full shave. Happy holiday, my Indian friends. Special regards for the Pearl Company. For everyone else, stay tuned and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.